It is Wednesday. If it is 8:34, that means we're talking to Rich Desrosiers from the Pro Football Hall of Fame. Joins us every week, and it's time to let you guys know what is going on over at the Hall of Fame. Rich, happy belated 4th of July. Hope you had a good time with you and your family.
We did. Weather turned nice in the afternoon, and had a nice picnic with the family.
Oh, nothing better than that, my friend. Nothing better than that. Time with the family. Like I said, I went to a baseball game with my son yesterday.
We had a family ribs burn-off competition that we have every year for the past 17 years. So
good time.
I did not win, but it was good.
I was just going to say, who won?
My brother-in-law did. So, and I think he took the apron back because he won last year.
Oh, he's a double champion. Oh, back-to-back.
Yeah.
Speaking of back-to-back, we have back-to-back USFL champions at the Hall of Fame over the weekend. I was out of town. I was in Indiana, Rich, and I got to watch the game on TV, and God, did the Hall of Fame in Canton just look amazing on television.
It looked amazing in person, too. I was there.
Yeah, it was great.
Yeah, it's been fun to see the Fox crew and the NBC crews, who the two networks that covered the league this year, come through regularly, and they'd ask if they could come in and shoot some video footage, and we'd say, well, weren't you just here? And they're like, yeah, well, we just like coming back. And they said it, they were great commercials for us to just say you can come back and always see something new or different or something that you missed the first time through. And the Fox crew in particular really wanted to find some of those hidden gems. And, in return for that great coverage that we got from them, we made it possible. And we had a couple of staff members who were here at around midnight on Saturday to let some representatives of the Stallions come into the museum and place the championship trophy back on display inside the museum. So it was a great relationship between the Hall of Fame and Hall of Fame Village, the USFL, the networks. It just really went well all the way around, I thought.
Yeah, I actually saw that video. It was really cool to watch McCoo, the quarterback, and the coach go in and do that. But it's just cool, too, that the Pro Football Hall of Fame, and not just now, has always paid homage and shown respect and talked about and shown the history of the USFL. It's always been a part of what you guys do at the Hall of Fame.
It's funny, completely coincidentally, although I don't necessarily believe in coincidence. I think there was some sort of plan and alignment or karma or something. I got a phone call from Cleo Miller, and that's a name that Browns fans might remember from the Brian Sipe Cardiac Kids era of the early 80s Cleveland Browns. He's in the backfield with Greg Pruitt, and Cleo was making a business pitch to us about something, and I said, hey, I just saw your jersey. I just literally an hour ago saw your jersey on display, and Cleo went from the Browns to the USFL and played on a championship team there. And so his jersey's still on display from the original USFL, and now we've got a mix of the original USFL and the second version that's been here now 2 seasons. And who knows, there's been some talk that maybe Canton could see a team of its own in the future. And I really think that would make a difference for this area and for the league.
It'd be huge. And obviously the USFL is already going to be back for year 3. But I think they're doing everything the right way with the slow way they're growing it. But what would make more sense than having a team here?
Exactly. It was amazing to see how many people wore their Pittsburgh Steelers gear to support the Maulers, but I saw just as many Browns jerseys in that stadium because they were like, okay, well, we're not, I don't know if we're going to really fully root for Pittsburgh because we're diehard Cleveland fans, but I really think that could be a great thing for our area. It's having our own local team.
Yeah, the Maulers were one of the adopted home teams this year that made Canton its home base. The way the USFL has structured its league is to centralize its practices and operations to maximize its efficiencies. But could you imagine, few things can bring Browns fans and Steelers fans together, maybe outside of a shared interest in wanting the Ravens to lose. There's not a whole lot that Browns and Steelers fans can agree on. However, if there were to be a USFL team based in Canton, Ohio, that would be fun to see. A bunch of Steeler jerseys, a bunch of Browns jerseys, and a bunch of Canton whoever jerseys in Tom Benson Hall of Fame Stadium to watch spring football. That could be pretty cool.
Yeah,
that'd be really cool.
And I think the way it looks and where it is, I really think, how is that not tantalizing for the USFL if they're looking to expand look at what they've seen. Like, man, look at this stadium. Look at what's around the stadium. Look at the Pro Football Hall of Fame right there. It just makes sense. So you don't know what the future holds, but man, I sure hope that's something that's coming down the pike for Canton, because that would be fantastic.
Sure would.
And also, before we let you go here, Rich, I understand, Rachel, our old friend, she made it to Taylor Swift. Did she get back okay? Is she recovering?
I've gotten a few texts from her, so I know she survived it. I haven't seen her to see if she's any the worse for wear. I also haven't seen her to see if she's grinning from ear to ear. I have a feeling she is. I talked with her on Friday. I said, "Hey, do you have your bracelet?" She said, "Bracelet." She said, "I got about 10 of them." So,
oh yeah, she needed to trade those babies.
Yeah, listen, I don't know about that stuff. I just know how excited she was. I just know that Taylor Swift is sort of this generation's Bruce Springsteen. You get your money's worth, right? You get Springsteen's always been famous for giving the audience its money's worth. You get a 2 hour plus show, nearly everything in his catalog, and Taylor's the same way. And tickets cost a bloody fortune, but I don't think anybody leaves there thinking that. I think they all leave there saying they had a great time.
Did she go to the concert on night 1 or night 2 in Cincinnati?
Friday night.
Okay. I was going to say, I know that the first time ever on the tour, Cincinnati got 3 surprise songs in night 2. I was going to be super jealous if she was at that.
Well, she'll be in here momentarily. So, we're into the sprint now. 4 weeks from today is first play, and off we go. So it's going to be on top of us before we know it. It wasn't that long ago. We were north of 100 days, and now we're down to 28. So here we go.
We are a month
right
away
around the corner
from the most fun week in Canton, where all eyes are on Canton, Ohio. We can't wait for it. Rich, always a pleasure talking to you. Thanks for checking in as always, and we'll talk to you next week. Will be a week.
All right. Thank you, guys.